Hello class, how are you today? I hope amazing. I have some great news. You guys ready for this? I'm super excited. We've made it to the end. We've made it to the end of the packets. This is our last packet for today. Well, not last packet for today. This is the last packet you will get in kindergarten with me. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. I can't believe we made it all the way to the end. I think that's a drum roll. We've done it. Okay, well, let's see what's in this packet. What's in that last packet, Mrs. Sievert? How are we going to end this? Well, let's end it. Okay, so things you'll need. What will we need? We will need these two colors, green and yellow. We need those colors. We need our dictionary. You will need to pull out that last packet, the pink packet. So this packet is going to be kind of short for me to go through because what is today too? It's testing day. So some of you will be doing this and your testing, and this one's like short because I want you to get to your testing because I'm going to be excited to bring you something because guess what? This will be your last test when I do your testing too. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's May. We've made it. Okay, Mrs. Sievert, let's get rolling. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is you are going to be reading your story. So you're going to read your story. So make sure you read it. And then after you read it, what do you do after you read it? You answer your questions. So that's what you're going to do first. The next one we're going to do together because I'm going to read it. And then you are going to mark it. So here we go. This is the one we're going to do. We're going to be doing adjectives. Now remember, adjectives describe things. So it's telling you how things look. So the directions say, read the words on the peas because these are peas, they're vegetables because it's always good to eat your vegetables. Color the adjectives green and all the other words will be yellow. So right now I'm not going to worry about any yellow. Why? Because I'm going to go all green. I'm looking only for adjectives. If I don't put green on it, guess what color I put on it? You're right, if you said yellow, put yellow on it. Okay, so we're gonna get ready. So I'm gonna read this first row right down here. If it describes, then we're gonna put a hand down a little green dot. Do we color it all? No, that's later. A little dot. Okay, so here we go. So this is the word tall, blue, spring, jar, run, salty, silly. I'm going to read it one more time, then I'm going to put my dots on there, and then you're going to see, did you get the right ones, okay? Remember, what are adjectives? They describe something. So if this is something that's describing something, then you want the green dot on it. I'll read it again. Ready? Tall, blue, spring, jar, run, salty, silly. Okay, I'm gonna put my dots on now and we're gonna see, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. You should have put it on tall, blue, and then the bottom 2, salty and silly. This is where you should have been. Okay, let's go middle. Okay, ready? We've got apple. Let me put my lid back on, sorry. So that way I can kind of, it's easier when you see what I'm pointing like this way. Apple, hard, soft, brown, kind, slimy. So again, adjectives are describing something. So we have apple, hard, soft, brown, kind, slimy. Okay, I'm going to put mine down. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 of them. I hope you got 5 of them too. If you didn't get 5, then there's an oops somewhere. Okay, let's see what I did. Only one I didn't do was apple. Apple's a noun. But I did hard, soft, brown, kind, and slimy. Okay, so let's go over to this one. Okay, so I have pebble, sweet, paper, sour, sun, oops, gotta move my fingers, shiny, kids. Okay, so I have pebble, sweet, paper, sour, sun, shiny, kids. Okay, let's see how many I'm getting. 1, 2, 3. I got 3. Okay, I've got sweet, sour, and shiny. Those are the ones I got. So then you're going to go back. You're going to color those in. The ones we didn't do, yes, handy dandy yellow. Handy dandy yellow goes there. Okay, so turn the page. Do you remember when we did our butterfly and there were the keywords first, next, then, and last? So those were words that we were using before. So we're going to do the same thing, but this time it's going to be a different life cycle. This life cycle is the ladybug. Now, just like the butterfly, it's always going to start with what? If you said egg, you're right. So out of the eggs, so the first thing that we start with is we are going to start with our egg. What comes out of an egg is a larva. A larva comes out of the egg. So we have the egg, and out of the egg comes the larva. Then the larva goes into the pupa. And which is similar when our butterfly would go into the chrysalis. So this is kind of like it would be like the chrysalis for the ladybug, but it's called the pupa. So here is the pupa, and then out of the pupa comes the ladybug. So what you're gonna do is you will cut this out. So what would be the first thing that would happen? First thing would be the egg. And then next, what would happen? So first, there's the egg. Next, the larva comes out of the egg. Then, what happens then? Then it turns into a pupa. And the last thing that happens, it turns into a ladybug. Now again, remember, you're going to put these words here. They did not give you a lot of room, so you can't really make a complete sentence there. It makes it really, really hard. Now, if you write smaller, then you can. You'd be like, first, there was the egg. Next, the larva came out of the egg. If you write small enough, you can do that, or just put those words there. Just put those words there. I know that's not a lot of room. And the reason I'm not really making sure that you write a sentence there, because when you turn the page, we're going to be doing some sentence on that. So we are going to be doing some sentence writing on here that's going to be using those keywords. So right now, I'm going to skip that page because that's how you end your day. That's how you're going to end your activity. Math. Okay, so this math is a little different. It's kind of similar to the one that we did yesterday that you had to find. It had the circle in the middle. Remember, and you had to find the two numbers that equaled it. Well, this one is going to be looking at the frog. Now, inside these numbers, there are two numbers that can add up to 10. But guess what? They gave you more than 2. There's lots of choices. So you choose the one that you want to do. What two numbers are you going to take that are going to add up to 10? And then you are going to color them. You can color them or you can circle them. So you already have those two colors out. Now you can challenge yourself. If you want to challenge yourself and you want to find different ones, this is pretty cool if you want to do this. Say I want to find two numbers. I'm going to go with two numbers for yellow. Okay, so here's my 10. What two numbers do we know right away that equal 10? We know 5 plus 5. Now, I want some of you to challenge yourself on that. Don't just find one. Why find one when we can find lots? I'm going to color that I want my two yellows to go together. So that's what I'm going to be doing. These two yellows equal 10. But wait a second, I want to find more. I'm going to find two numbers for my green. I'm going to find two numbers for my green. Let's see. Let's look at it. Does anybody see another two numbers I could put together to make my 10? How many of you said 9 and 1? Yep. 9 plus 1 equals 10. So I'm taking that one. Now I'm kind of excited. If you do this and you put the different colors, send me a picture because I want to see how many got. I'm not going to stop there. Guess what? I'm going to get some more colors because there's more. Okay, so you look while I get a color out. What other two numbers do you see that can equal 10? I'm going to get orange. I know that, sorry, that's kind of moving around. My marker's all falling everywhere too. Here we go. Okay. Ooh. Okay, what should I go with? What if I go with this one? 8 plus 2. Let me see. 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I'm going with that one. So I'm going to say 8 plus 2, or I could say 2 plus 8. So there we go. Do you think I can stop there, or do you think I can keep going? I think I can keep going. I want to see more. I'm going to go for yellow. I'm loving this challenge. I hope you're loving this challenge. Okay, let's see. I'm going to show you again. Oops. Let's see. Do you see any other two numbers I can put together to make my, oops, sorry. Okay, well, we know we can't use the ones that are colored, so it's okay if I'm kind of taking them off. So here we go. There we go. Okay. Ooh, I heard somebody. Someone said 6 plus 4. Let's see. 6 plus 4 more. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I get that one. I can say 6 plus 4. Can I say 4 plus 6? Yes, remember, we can flip it. We can flip it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Is there any more? There's one more that I see. Do you see what two numbers I can put together to make my 10? Okay. What do you think about this 7? What do you think about 7 and 3? Does that make 10? Okay, let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10. It does. I'm going to go with gray because that's, you can still see the numbers. Last time, remember when I did blue, when we did the team family with the teams, and we had to do it. My blue was kind of dark when I did that last time. Okay. Look at that. Super cool. I want to see how many of you do that. I would love to see that. So send that to me. I want to see how many numbers can you find. How many numbers can you find? Which will be super, super cool. Now, I'm going to show you a challenge one. Are you guys ready for this? I'm going to put 3 numbers together. Okay, you guys ready for this? So I'm going to write the numbers I'm going to take. Okay, and I want you to, if I can find my handy dandy marker. Ooh, my thing fell behind me. Where are you, marker? Oh, I found one over here. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 numbers, and I'm going to add them together. I'm going to add them together. Okay, so these are my choices left. Do you see my choices? So I'm going to take my 4 and my 5. I want those 2 numbers. So my first thing to you is so I'm going to go 4 plus 5. That's what I'm going to do, 4 plus 5. But I'm also going, there we go. I'm also going to take the 1. Ooh, plus 1 equals. Wow, going some big, like 3 number adding. So the first thing I'm going to do, 4 plus 5. So we have 4 plus 5 more. If you look at that right away, you know that is what? 9. I have 9 fingers. And then if I add the 1 more, which is my thumb, boom. I just made 10. So guess what? I took 3 numbers, added them together, and I got to my 10. So that means, what color can I use that's light enough? I did yellow, I did my gray. feeling, I'm going to go red. I'm hoping red is not going to be too dark. So I'm going to go my 4 plus my 5 plus my 1 equals 10. So you're going to do the same thing. You are going to do the same thing. Challenge yourself. How many can you color? I'm going to look at the colors. So I'm going to know if you put some different colors and you just do me rainbow colors, I'm going to check it. When you send me that picture, I'm going to look and be like, that does not add up to that. Okay, so now we got to go backwards. Backing it up. We are going to go for your writing today. Okay, you ready for what your writing is today? Your writing, going to the zoo, zoo, zoo. How about you, you, you? You can come too, too, too. We're going to the zoo. Okay, I'm going to the zoo. So on here, we are going to need some words in our word bank, okay? Words in our word bank. Zoo. We are going to the zoo. So I'm going to write zoo, Z-O-O. So everybody write that on the top of their paper. Zoo. Going to the zoo. Now I'm going to be using some keywords. I'm going to be using some keywords. So keywords that I am going to use are these. I'm going to be doing first, next, then, and last, okay? So one day I went to the zoo. The first thing you saw at the zoo, so we're going to want first. So you can do different ways. So I'm going to take these different ones. Each time I use one of these, it's going to be a capital, okay? First, what do you see first? You're going to look through this dictionary, find out what do you see first. So you're going to take this word first. After you write, one day I went to the zoo, period. You can go first, I saw. Okay, so I'm going to give you, some of you would struggle with the word went and saw. I'm going to give those to you. Went. So go back to here. Let's put that in our word bank. Went. W-E-N-T. You went to the zoo. So this, make sure you write that. Went. W-E-N-T. Another one that we kind of got tricked on, some of us, is saw. What you saw, what? I saw, S-A-W. So make sure you have those 3 words on your word bank. Zoo, went, and saw. So you're going to, now remember, for me to get those other words that I'm going to be using, I just flip it back to here. So what was the first thing you saw? First, I saw la da-da, period. Next, I saw la da-da, period. Then, I saw la da-da, period. Last, I saw la da-da, period. But when you tell me what you see, was it big? Use adjectives. Was it big? Was it small? What color was it? Describe it. So use those adjective words to describe your animal. How do I know what animals? Look in your dictionary. Look in your dictionary, okay? So that is going to be, again, remember, what am I looking for? Because I would like you to read this or send me a picture. So I'd like to see your numbers, how challenged you did, and I'd like to see, not this page, but you need to use these words, first, next, and it kind of tells you which goes, you go first, then go use the word next, then use the word then, and then last. And it shows you here too. So so you remember which one to use. Do you see how they have these commas? That's a comma. That's what you're going to put when you write it. When you write that word, comma, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So that is going to be here. I want to see that. I'm curious, what did you see at the zoo? Okay, class. That's it. I'm excited to see it. I know. Last one. We are done with this. You are going to see, the next video you see is your test. Excited. You've been an amazing kindergartner with all the learning. It touches my heart that you learned so much, that you stored so much in your brain, that it's always going to be there. Always, always going to be there. So, what? I'm getting a little sad because I can't believe this is it. I cannot believe this is it. So, I'm giving you hugs, air hugs. Please hug me back. I want you hugging me. Hug, hug. You did amazing. High five. Knuckles. Awesome job. Okay. Next video, test. I'll see you soon. Remember who loves you? Jesus does, and I do too.